Good morning, you guys. It's Taivy, and yes, I am back finally with another video. It's been a while since we last chatted about anything, so I definitely am happy that I'm here finally to bring you guys this video because, like many of you, my plate has been filled with so many projects and tasks and stress. So I've been doing my best to try and juggle everything on my own. I've had this whole new mindset for the past 3 weeks, and I've discovered the changes that I've needed to make to be successful in my life and to make a change. So I wanted to break that down for you guys in today's video. Today I want to talk about why finding your success is solely your own responsibility and no one else's. I mean, being completely honest with you guys, you're never going to get where you want to be in life if you don't start changing your mindset now. I first wanted to take the time to show you guys this mug that I got from my friend Carrie. She opened up her own Etsy shop called Products by Carrie, and this mug really ties into today's video. She asked me to do a review of her product, so I chose this motivational mug for success because I find it very inspiring. So the message on this mug really inspires me. It's a spiral that shows the process of the steps to take. It says, think, then you have an idea, then you try it, and you do it, and you do it again and again, you keep going, and that's what makes you successful. I like this message. It's so simple, but I believe a lot of what I tend to do is to think about my ideas in life. I don't often try them. Sometimes I'll get a really good idea that's very solid and interesting and unique, and then it's never realized and manifested into my actual reality. I just keep my ideas to myself and sit on them, and then I'm upset weeks later when I never really saw through what I wanted to do. Quick example, as a YouTuber, content creators either have writer's block or idea blocks and no content, or they're overflowing with ideas. There's no in between. So for me as a YouTuber, I've had dozens of ideas, video concepts that just never made it off the cutting room floor. There's so many videos that I've thought of since January of the beginning of this year to now, and more than 80% of those videos never made it on my channel. I either didn't film them, I didn't finish writing the outline, or I wrote the outline and they didn't go through with it, or I got cold feet, or I felt insecure. I felt like nobody really cared about the video idea, so I wouldn't go ahead and film it, or maybe I didn't feel pretty enough to film myself in something. Whatever the reason, my ideas just stayed ideas. I never tried them. I never tried them again. And with this mug, I love it so much because it just makes me think, okay, well, don't let your ideas get stuck in your head. Actually fulfill them. If you make mistakes, you learn from them, and that's how you become successful. I'm going to include the link to Carrie's Etsy shop if you'd like a mug like this for yourself. The link will be down below in my description, and I'm also probably going to put it on the screen as well so you can see it. Thank you so much, Carrie, for this mug. I love it. It can fit my 4 fingers in it, which some mugs, to be honest, I hate mugs that are where the handle is so small. You can only fit 3 fingers or 2 fingers, and the inside is pink, so I really like that. Pink's not my main favorite color. It's a color that I really do love. My nails are purple. I don't know if you can see them, but if you're like me and you actually need to see inspirational words and motivational quotes in front of you to constantly remind yourself to think positively, this is a really great mug for you. Because you can fill it with your tea, fill it with your coffee or water or whatever you want, and as you're drinking you can think about taking in all that positive energy, and it really does help. It does help with your mindset, and it does help you stay motivated. I am a coffee fiend, so I actually look forward to every morning turning on my Keurig, putting my little mug under there, making my coffee or tea. I'm definitely bringing this with me to my new apartment. I'm excited about that. Now that I have my coffee, I'm also going to do my makeup so I can prepare myself for other videos that I'm filming today. And I figured while I did my makeup that we can have this conversation about success. Start with a little bit of shea butter on my lips or chapstick before I do my makeup, because when I start my makeup, my lips start to dry up while I'm doing the rest of my face. So I think I'm going to start my brows, and the first thing that I wanted to talk about, I have my little notes here, has to do with evaluating the people around you as you step away from your social media, social interaction, and just any type of conversation that you might have on a daily basis. The reason why I'm so adamant about success right now, I have to kind of rewind a little bit. So 3 weeks ago, I was going through so much, and I mean, who isn't, right? But I was talking to people every day about everything and listening to other people's problems all the time. And I was always doing stuff for other people. If my time was divided into two pieces, half of my time I would be working, like not working as in YouTube, TikTok, fashion, podcast, designing. I would be working at work, and the other half of the time I would be at everyone else's beck and call, whether it was family members or my friends. I just always found myself having plenty of time for other people, whether it was having a listening ear for them or doing something for them. Whatever the case was, it doesn't even matter. I didn't have my own time for me. And I had a realization that the entire day had passed, and somehow I didn't manage to cook myself meals for the week. I didn't get to go to the gym. I didn't get to do anything that I had initially wanted to do when the day started, which is kind of ironic because I started the day pretty early, cleaning my room, doing laundry, but then I let myself get taken away and made myself available to other people, not realizing the effect it was going to have on my psyche hours later. So that was my first mistake. I got so distracted by other people and other things that I neglected myself, that I told myself the next day you're going to shy away from any other social interaction and you're going to spend as much time as possible just with yourself. And whatever you need to get done the next day, you're going to do it from start to finish and only talk to other people if absolutely necessary. So I said, okay, self, I'm just going to close myself off, give myself 24 hours to step away. And what ended up happening is that 24 hours turned into 3 weeks. I started to feel comfortable just spending time with myself again. When I first said evaluate the people around you as you step away is because when I took this time for myself, the biggest thing that I had hoped is that the people closest to me would understand that what I was doing was not to spite them or to make them feel bad or anything, but for them to understand that I needed my own time. I needed my own space. And I could no longer be available to everyone else. You might need to step away from whatever is taking up your attention. If it's not serving you, step back and evaluate how people react to you stepping away. If people start to have an issue with you stepping away, then it's for the best that you are, because you don't need them in your life. I had plenty of friends who let me know that they understood and they respect the fact that I don't have time for them and gave me that space. And I really couldn't tell how long it would be until I actually wanted to talk to anyone other than myself again. Do they make you feel positive? Do they make you feel stressed? Do they respect your boundaries? Because when you go through this isolation period, just step away and then let life unfold around you. So that's the first step into finding your own success. So, it's a double-edged sword. It's not just people doing stuff to you, but you allowing things to happen to you. The next thing is to spend extra time asking yourself what you want and why you are doing what you're doing to be successful. How often do you ask yourself why you are working where you're working? Why are you following the education that you're following? Why do you have the friends that you have? Like, how often have you even asked yourself, like, why am I on this trip? Like, why am I even staying up late every night, crying over this, crying over that? Why? A lot of us are in positions that we're in now because 10 years ago we knew we wanted to be a dancer or be a doctor, and we've been following a track that we set for ourselves years ago, right? Just mindlessly following old plans. I had to stop and ask myself, you guys, recently, like, why am I working at this job that I'm working at? Why am I saving this money? Why am I eating this? Why am I doing this? And if I couldn't figure out a justifiable reason for why I was doing whatever it is I was doing, then I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing that anymore. If you can't figure out why you want the things you want, then why are you there? But I reminded myself, when I wanted to be a designer, to be taken seriously as such, to be an artist. I asked myself, why do I have a YouTube channel? Why do I want to make videos in the first place? Because my reasons for doing it when I was maybe 14 aren't necessarily the same reasons anymore. I really am a whole different woman now. And I had to have that conversation with myself. Before I lose my mind, why do I get up every day and do what I do? And then I remembered why I did. I think I'm on the right track, but could this improve? Could I do something else? And that's the second conversation I have with myself is, why am I doing this? And if I don't want to do it for these reasons, what's a different goal of mine? Where else do I go? No one else is going to have those answers for you. Only you would know. Honestly, was difficult for me to like accept at first, because I'm like, yeah, of course, I'm just, you know, going through life, needing money, working. But then I have to ask myself why. It's like, oh yeah, because you want to live on your own. Oh yeah, because you want to travel, because you want to be happy. You want to feel free. You don't want to be miserable. So that's why you work extra hard. That's why you are going to spend more time editing videos. You're going to spend more time writing out your outline. That's why you're going to go to work, because you don't want to be in this position a year from now at all. And you're going to do everything you can to make sure that is the case, that you can get out. So I just had to remind myself of certain things like that to push myself even further and to stay motivated. Okay, so I'm gonna do my eyeshadow now as I continue going over this with you guys. Don't let money be the reason as to why you have a fixed mindset. I used to let money influence my happiness to the point where if I couldn't afford something, I was just absolutely miserable and I blamed all my problems on being broke. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but there's two opposing ways to go about anything in life. You have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset. I'm gonna post a picture on the screen of what that looks like. I used to have a very fixed mindset. Not always, everyone has both, but some lean on one more than the other. I would say that I've had a growth mindset most of my life because it enabled me to look beyond my circumstances and achieve things, finish college, graduate high school, go for my dreams, start a YouTube channel. A lot of that has been done with a growth mindset. But when I got into those positions in life, like a new school, a new job, new friends, new relationship, I would suddenly convert back to a fixed mindset where I would avoid problems and never try to solve my issues and blame other people and feel like this is as far as I'm ever gonna go. It's too hard, too difficult. If someone had something negative to say, I took it as criticism and not constructive feedback. This fixed mindset was preventing me from being successful. In the past 3 weeks, pretty much told myself, you know, I need to adopt a growth mindset moving forwards. Money is not the only tool that you can use to be more successful. Other things can be resources. I am the thing that's limiting myself, no one else. No one else is telling me I can't be successful. No one else is telling me it's too hard, I need to give up and try something easier. I'm the person who can directly influence whether or not I have a successful week or not, because I'm aware of my own ability to make myself either feel successful or happy. It definitely causes me to second guess every decision literally that I make. Literally every decision. These are crooked. Okay, so I just finished my makeup. I didn't do much. I just wanted to do an eye look with my brows. In conclusion, I decided to not let money be the thing that keeps me back from what I have to do. Whether that means getting another job and maintaining it, promising yourself that in 6 months you'll make more money doing something else if that's what you need to get out of your situation, or find other ways to make things work for yourself. I don't discourage myself anymore. Imposter syndrome is very, very difficult to fight off. Honestly, thinking positively about myself, thanking myself for everything that I've accomplished so far, and being grateful that I'm able to do what I do now and make these videos. And honestly, the last thing I have to say is that you will be successful if you allow yourself to be. If you guys enjoyed today's video topic, definitely give this video a huge thumbs up. Make sure you visit Carrie's shop on Etsy and subscribe to Designer Taivy for more videos. I appreciate everyone who watches my videos. Even though I don't post as often, I want to bring you guys quality. So I do appreciate the time that you took out of your day to watch this video. Okay, I will see you all in my next video.